Hi friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. We're here to set up my bullet journal for March, and I have all of the normal tools of the trade: gel pens, mechanical pencils, Tombow markers, mild liners, micron pens, and I do show the 03 and the 08, but I only end up using the 08 in this spread. I have an ink pad, of course, and I definitely tried stamping using my Notebook Therapy bullet journal tracking stamps using this little star, and it was a disaster, but we'll get there. But what about this wonderful pouch from 𝒎𝒊𝒏𝒌𝒔? I have a code in the description box of this video. You can get one for 15% off, but I use it to hold all of my markers. It's large and in charge, and I absolutely love it. I decided to do something completely different this month, and I got a lot of inspiration. I'm going to leave pictures to my inspiration in the description box for you to check out. They did much better than I did, but I tried. Another thing that I tried this month was using tracing paper to kind of plan out what I actually wanted to do, the colors that I wanted to do, and how I wanted to lay out the calendar. So check the description box for the inspiration, and let's go ahead and get started just setting up the calendar of the month. Using my 08, as I said, I just set up this really simple, like it almost looks like a post-it note with a little piece of washi tape or a little label that I'm gonna, in the label washi tape area, I'm gonna write the days of the week, and then in the little boxes down below I will write, you know, whatever is on the schedule for that day. I just love how this came out. I didn't have to use a ruler. I was able to be like not perfect, which is like huge for me because I am a perfectionist. So I really like that I stepped outside my comfort zone and I did something different this month. Another theme you will notice is I was just skipping around what I was doing. I was going from the month to the week to my wrap up to, I was just like jumping around, and I absolutely loved it because it's how I really plan. So you can see it kind of looks like little post-it notes with little labels on the top, and I loved it. I love the way this came out, like so much. So I think I might do this again or something like similar like this in the future. I feel like sharing it with you guys has made me step outside my comfort zone, so I like that. So I also used like a new font this month, kind of like a hollow font, but kind of blocky. And I started using tracing paper, how I saw other bullet journal people do, so they can like have their hand on the page and it won't like smudge the ink. I mean, I was like, obviously like tip of the day, you know? So I did this and it just made, you know, lettering a little bit faster. I didn't have to like wait for things to dry as much. Here's where everything goes downhill with the stars. As you can see, like I just was not taking my time and they came out really messy and smudged, and I didn't have a good layout planned, and it just looks horrible. And I do a couple things to try to fix this, but as soon as I stamped them, I was like, I have to move on to something else. So I just started coloring in the title, you know, like March 2021. And the entire time I'm doing this, I'm staring at those stars thinking, I have to cover those up somehow. I have to fix this because they look horrible. And I was so proud of like this calendar spread. So as I finished it up, I put a little bit of like paint pen, white paint pen over the little like mistakes up near the stars. So it was just the stars, but as you can see, it didn't cover it up very well. So I said, okay, I'm just going to use my micron pen. I'm going to trace these stars, make them stand out a little bit more, even though that wasn't the original point. It will still look nice as long as I can get these stars to look cute. So I traced all of the stars. That did not help. I decided to color them in with the same gel pen that I used for the March 2021. That did not work. I don't know if I was just rushing or what, but it looked horrible. So we again return to the scene of the stars again later in this setup video. Yeah, it was just so bad, you guys. Using some tracing paper, I just slip it in between the pages as I'm working on different spreads. Moving on to weekly spreads, I use a page per week. So I just write the month and the dates of the week at the top, and I did that for all of the weeks. And I usually do like a week at a time, but like I said, I was just skipping around a lot. So for my monthly wrap up, like my reading wrap up, I didn't know if I wanted to try this method, write the title of the book and then circle if it was like physical, ebook, or audio. I don't think it was going to work because I didn't have like a check-in portion, so I may like redo that for a month in the future. I also created these bookmarks at the same time just in case I didn't have my bullet journal on me as I was reading a book. I could keep track of the characters and my thoughts and my star rating, and then I could use the entire back of the bookmark to write more thoughts or whatever, and then I could either transfer that directly to my written review on the story graph or like transfer it to my bullet journal. So just going back, I used a light gray Tombow marker to write the dates in and the days of the week, and I loved how it came out, except for those stars, which we will get back to. Now I'm just setting up my weekly spreads. All of them are the same. I did the same like label kind of look with little post-it notes kind of below them. Working on my wrap-up, I did my check-ins, my rereads, DNF's classic, book of the month, new releases that I keep track of. Those are kind of my reading goals. And yeah, I just love the organic nature where it doesn't have to be perfect. Some lines are thin, some are thick. And another thing I did is I didn't erase all of my penciling in. I erased some of it, but not all of it. And that just saved me a ton of time. I'm adding in the days of the week. And of course, I abbreviated it different for like every single week, it seems like. Added in the dates. And then after I did this, I was like, okay, I need to go back and fix those stars. They're driving me crazy. So I had some scrap paper. I had this brown craft paper. I did wrinkle it for that effect. And I said, okay, I'm just going to glue this in there. That's what I love about bullet journaling is there's so many different ways to correct your mistakes. So I just used my glue stick, put some glue down, threw the craft paper on, made sure it was nice and smooth, and trimmed it down. And I also used a like little corner of an old book and put that on there, and it still didn't look complete to me. So luckily I have a whole bunch of stickers, and I was like, and I'm gonna throw a sticker on there as well. So it has this like little collage-ish corner on the monthly spread, and I actually really like how it came out. So it was like a happy accident, you know? I used to be a happy planner person before I started bullet journaling, so that's where I get like the majority of my stickers. And even though I didn't have a yellow flower, I still think it came out really cute. Moving on to my last spread, I am participating in the Backlist Readathon, which 3 of my friends here on BookTube are hosting. It runs from March 7th through the 13th, and I will have information linked for you in the description box of this video in case you want to check it out. The last thing I did was add some drop shadows to add a little bit more color. That was also from the inspiration pick. And here is the final flip through. I absolutely love it. It's so simple, but it's like an upgraded some. Let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys again in another video very soon.